Bows are not just for your holiday gifts. A fancy bow is an inexpensive and easy way to add a festive pop to any spot in your home this season.
Interior designer Angela Smeed is here to show us how to DIY some dazzling bow. Now, first off, ribbon is a fantastic way to enhance your holiday decor, right? So we want to, do you like the textured ribbons? Which one works best for you, or is it just like your application of where you want to put it?
I really love using a combination of both. So I love mixing different textures. I think it gives you a little bit more of a luxurious look.
Luxurious look. Well, that's what we want. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. How can ribbon and bows really enhance our holiday looks here?
Okay, well, first of all, let's say you have an old wreath that just looks tired. It's a great way to just, if you just add a bow to it, it'll pep it up again and give it a new life.
Beautiful. And then how can we make professional looking bows? Because this is the problem that I run into. You know, I tried to make them as a kid and help my mom out, but they just looked flat. Now look how great your bows look here. They're all full and they look fantastic, and just look at that. See, I couldn't do that. Here, let me flip that over. There it is.
Well, I will show you.
Let's get into some secret bow making tips.
You have to use wired ribbon. That's what gets them looking fluffy. So I started with some wired ribbon.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how I make a bow. I like to leave like a nice long tail and clip a triangle into the end of the bow. And you basically, you're making a figure 8. So I've got kind of the ribbon crossed over, and I make a figure 8 and I just clasp it here with my fingers.
Okay.
And I try and make one side about the same size as the other. And again, just continue to pinch that center.
Keep that center, okay.
And keep your ribbon facing the same, facing outward, the outward direction.
But like you said, wired bow is the key to that. Does that help it hold the form a little bit more there?
It does. So you see if this is flattened out, if I just kind of go like that, it poofs back up. So then we're all good here. So then you have to use floral wire. So you cut a nice long piece of floral wire, wrap it around the center, and then voila, I have this bow, and I just kind of fluff it.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing I think that I always tried to do, is I actually just try to tie a bow, tie the knot and everything.
Right.
And when you do that, you're already putting all that pressure there in the center, so you're not giving your bows, you know, ways to poof up or whatever, you know?
Sure, yeah. So this, I'm going to
demonstrate. Let's show some ways you've used them
This is just, if you want to make kind of a holiday swag, you could use this on a door instead of, or at the end of a stairwell, on a door instead of a wreath maybe. So all I did was I started with 3 floral picks, 1, 2, 3, and then, I'm going to move this aside here.
Okay.
I made 2 bows, and again, the idea of combining texture.
Yeah.
So I've got my nice blue fluffy bow here, and I'm going to combine this one with this one.
Oh, cool.
And I have the nice long floral wire.
And you overlaid that so the bows face different directions, so they're kind of not competing for the same space?
Yes, and then I just twist it. And you can, if you want, you could take the end of your bow and make that little center loop right here. So you have like a nice finished section and you don't see any of the wire. It kind of hides the wire.
Just to cover it up a little bit, sure.
Then I just take my wires and attach it to the swag.
Is that the official name for this, a swag?
I don't know, that's what I call it.
I like to call it a swag too.
All right, so I've got my holiday swag going.
There you go. You want to get your holiday swag here too. And I know we have some other pictures and stuff to show, and talk a little bit more about some of these different pieces here. That's, oh, gorgeous chandelier. Talk a little bit about that one.
Okay, so you can also use ribbon in your chandeliers. If you like to decorate your chandeliers, it's fun. I use it kind of as filler, just to kind of fill in the chandelier. That was just maybe 3 bows kind of connected at the bottom. I think there might be another one at the top.
Yeah, the next one is, the next picture we have is using the bow as a tree topper. I think traditionally, you know, people put their angels or the stars at the top of the tree, right? But we can always use ribbon and bows.
You can use ribbon and bows, and you can move it all down the Christmas tree. It doesn't have to remain on the top. If you love bows, keep going with it.
If you love your bows, that's okay. Go ahead and go with it. All right, well, Angela, thank you very much for those tips. I am not going to make my flat bows anymore. My flat bows are a thing of the past. Thank you.
Thank you.